Hey everyone, this is Mars. Tonight I wanted to talk about a concert my son and I went to a couple weeks ago. We drove to Joliet, Illinois, which is 4 hours away, to see Udo Dirkschneider. He's doing a tour where he's playing all accept songs. So we had to go. I'd never... Accept was one of those bands on my bucket list too. I've never saw it back in the 80s. And I'm determined to see as many of those bands that are left that I missed while they're still around. The last one on my list is Scorpions. I've never seen the Scorpions. But Accept, you know, Udo is the next best thing. Hopefully I get to see Accept with Mark Tonello before too long. Hopefully they'll come somewhere near St. Louis. But anyway, I figured while I was doing that, I'd go through my Udo, my Accept albums, and kind of show them off. This was Udo's first solo album, Animal House. And this was actually a, sorry about the glare. This is actually an Accept album. Accept had written this album, and Udo, I don't know if they kicked Udo out or Udo left, but they gave all this material to Udo. And so he put together his solo band and recorded it. So it's essentially an Accept album. So it sounds very much like Accept. So it's a really good album. Udo doesn't get the respect that he's due. You know, I've got Sirius XM and I listen to Ozzy's Boneyard quite a bit. Why they don't play Udo's solo stuff, I do not know. He's got 15 albums, I think, now, and it's all brilliant stuff. The guy can craft a tune, you know, with wonderful choruses, the shallow choruses that he was famous for in Accept. I mean, every song has a hook. They're all memorable. They all tend to sound the same, I mean, after a while. But still, it's fun stuff. He can write a song like almost no one else. So I'm a little bemused how he doesn't get respect here in the States. Because the guy, you figure the stuff he's done with Accept and the solo albums, the guy's a legend. So the show had 3 opening bands. The first band was a band called Dear Deadly, and they were terrible. There's this trend that's come up with bands that pipe in like backing instruments. Like this band didn't have a bass, and it only had one guitar player, but they piped in, I assume through an iPhone or something, a rhythm guitar. And I'm sorry, you know, they explained that their bass player had an accident or something, couldn't make it, but if you've got 2 guitars on your tracks, you better have 2 guitars on stage. That stuff just doesn't work for me. They were kind of a goth type stuff. They weren't my style. The next band was a band called In Time, and they were better. They were a local band, and they played kind of a doom, kind of a southern doom style. I didn't think much of their vocalists. Vocalists kind of weak, but they had a terrific guitar player. The lead guitar was really good, kind of a big, heavy-set fellow, but a lot of memorable riffs. So they were pretty good. The band that's touring with Udo is a band called Elm Street. They're from Australia. They look like they should be a thrash band, but they're not. They play just kind of standard heavy metal. And they didn't do much for me. I told my son they sound like the creator reissues from Noise BMG. They're all 45 RPMs. And they sound like, Elm Street sounded like when I play the Creator on 33 instead of 45. That's what Elm Street sounded like. They should be a thrash band. It looked like a thrash band, but their music is just slow, and I didn't find it very inspiring. they only got the place rocking when they did a cover of Quiet Ride's Bang Your Head. So, you know, Mental Health. So that ought to tell you something. They had to get a cover to get the band, get the crowd going. So at this point, it was really late. It was, you know, getting close to 10, and I was pretty much thoroughly disgusted. I was thinking maybe this wasn't such a great idea because we still had to drive back that night. Still a 4-hour drive back after the show. But Udo came out and he was fantastic. He's got a great band behind him. His son plays the drums. He's a really good drummer. And they played darn near everything from Except That You Wanted to Hear. The only song that I missed from Except that I wanted to hear was Restless and Wild. They didn't play Restless and Wild. They played Princess of Dawn, Falls to the Wall, of course, Love Child, just about everything. And he played for a solid 2 hours. So he just really laid it out there. And he's still got it. You know, he's got the type of voice to where it just doesn't wear. You know, the kind of screech he's got, he sounds the same as 30 years ago. So, and his stamina is something else. I think he's the same age as Rob Halford. I think he's 66. You know, he looks a little older, but I mean, he puts it all out there. And this is one of my favorite Accept albums, Death Row. This is kind of like Accept's Painkiller. This is where Udo rejoined the band and they got real heavy. It's a great album. But anyway, Udo made it worthwhile. So we had a good time, and I guess we left about midnight, and we got home right about 4. So my son is 23. He's the musician, and you know, he's in Final Drive. So he drove most of the way home for me so I could sleep. So it was worth it. Glad I got to see him. I don't imagine I'll ever get to see Udo again. So I was grateful to get the chance to see him. And I really recommend that if you get a chance, he's probably got another month or so on his tour, that you catch him. Because you know, you're never going to hear Udo sing these Accept songs ever again, apparently. This is supposedly the last time he's going to perform all the Accept stuff. So if I'd see him again, I'd love to hear his solo stuff. You know, now that I'm really getting knee deep in the solo stuff, there's a lot of songs I'd love to hear. This is pretty much the concert right here. This Dirkschneider LP, Back to the Roots. This is pretty much what they played. This is a 3 LP set. This is a really good set. Time Bomb. This is a great album. This is real hard, fast, and heavy. This is probably my favorite Udo solo album. A lot of these albums are impossible to get here in the States. Like Master Cuter. Master Cuter, you can find them on eBay, but they're like $200 or $300 to get them from Germany. What's a shame. Metal Heart. This is awesome. Yeah, I got Russian Roulette too. I didn't see that in the stack. It must still be in my bookshelf. Anyway, that's all I got tonight. Yeah, I just wanted to go see Udo, get a chance. He's not going to be around much longer. And he's a legend. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.